Welcome, everyone. Let's begin our lesson for today by going over the learning goals and success criteria. First, what are we learning? We're learning how to find the mean, median, and mode of a set of data, how to find the range of a set of data, and how to recognize and remove any outliers from a set of data. How are we learning it? Through the mean, median, and mode notes and the mean, median, and mode assignment. When can we use this information? To find the average number of products that are sold by the company in order to predict sales rates and revenue. How do you know you learned it? By getting a score of 4 on the mean, median, and mode assignment. Now let's take a look at our agenda for today. We will begin by going over the learning goals and success criteria. While we do that, you'll fill out your Get It Started. Once you've completed your Get It Started, we'll go over it together and answer any questions that you may have. Next, we'll do our weekly raffle. After that, we'll go over the mean, median, and mode notes, and then I'll give you time to complete the mean, median, and mode assignment. Once you've completed the assignment, we'll go over it together and answer any questions that you may have. At the end of class, we'll go back over our learning goals and success criteria while you fill out your Before You Go. Your only homework for tonight is to continue working on the statistics study guide and any incomplete assignments that you may have. Let's take a look now at the mean, median, and mode notes. The notes begin with the learning goals and success criteria. How do we organize data? Well, first thing you need to do is collect your data. So get the data in. So always when you collect your data, arrange it from least to greatest. So whatever values you get, make sure that you put them in order from least to greatest. This will allow you to draw conclusions more easily. Then use your data to draw your conclusions. So let's look at an example here. These are results from a couple years ago. So this is the win totals for the Western Conference. So we're going to find the mean. And another way to say mean is the average. So we're going to find the average of the number of wins. So to calculate the mean, the first thing we do is add up all the total. And then once we've added them all up, we're going to divide by how many values are in the data set. So if we look here, we're going to take this win column and we're going to add all these together. So 49 plus 44 plus 43 plus 41 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. So we add all 7 of those up. And when we add them all together, we end up with 297. So that's our total number of wins. Then to find the average, we're going to divide that by how many numbers we included. Well, we included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we divide 297 divided by 7, and we get 42.4. So the average number of wins in the Western Conference is 42.4 wins. Let's look at another example. These are the TV ratings for ABC. So again, we're going to add up the totals and then divide by the number of values in the set. So here, we're going to look at the number of millions of viewers. So 6.238 plus 5.784 plus 6.496 plus 4.497 plus 4.169. So we add all those together, and we end up with 27.166. And then we're going to divide that by the number of shows that were included. So we included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we divide this by 5, and we get 5.433. So this is the average ratings for a show on ABC. So this is the average number of viewers for a show on ABC. Now median. So the median is the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our values, and we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. And then we're going to start crossing out one number on each side till we reach the middle. So we take our win totals here, and we're going to arrange them from least to greatest. So they're already in order. They're just from greatest to least, so we just flip them. So it goes 40, 40, 40, 41, 43, 44, 49. So we took our numbers and put them in order from least to greatest. Then we start crossing out one on each side. So we're going to cross out 40 and 49. So there's our first one. Then we cross out 40 and 44. Then we cross out 40 and 43. And what we're left with is 41. So the median number of wins for the Western Conference is 41 wins. Now let's take a look if there's an 8th team that was added in here. So again, we put them in order from least to greatest and then start crossing them out. So now we do that. 32, 40, 40, 40, 41, 43, 44, 49. And we start crossing them out. So 32 and 49, 40 and 44, 40 and 43. Now we're left with two numbers in the middle. So if we cross them both out, then everything's crossed out. So we just leave these two numbers, and then we're going to find the average of these two numbers. Remember, the average is like the mean. So we're going to add these two numbers together and then divide by the two numbers that we're looking at. So we take 40 and 41, and we add them together, and we get 81. Then we're going to divide it by 2 because we're trying to find the average of just these two numbers here. So we divide it by 2, and we get 40.5. So 40.5 is our median. Now mode. Mode is the most common. So it's the number that comes up the most often. So we put them in order from least to greatest, and then find the number that occurs the most. So we take our win total again. There we go, 40, 40, 40, 41, 43, 44, 49. Well, we can see that 40 occurs 3 times, 41 occurs once, 43 occurs once, 44 occurs once, and 49 occurs once. So the only one that occurs multiple times is this one, so 40 is my mode. Now let's look at this one. So we're back to our ABC viewership. So again, we're going to put them in order from least to greatest, and then figure out which one occurs most. So we got 4.169, 4.479, 5.784, 6.238, and 6.496. We should notice that there's none of them that occur more than once, so therefore there is no mode. Now, if there's more than one number that occurs multiple times, the same number of times, then you could have more than one mode. So you could say that 2 and 3 are your mode if they both occur the same number of times. But if one occurs more than the other, then you just go with whatever one occurs the most. Now, range. The range is a way to say the lowest and the highest values. So to find the range, you put them in order from least to greatest, and then state the lowest number and the highest number. So here we take our win total, put them in order from least to greatest. Our lowest number is 40. Our highest number is 49. So we'd say our range is from 40 to 49. Outliers. So outlier is another way to say a number that doesn't make sense, meaning it's a number that doesn't fit in with the rest of the data. So if I had a bunch of numbers and they were all bigger than 100, and then I had -6, well, -6 doesn't fit in that set of data at all. So to find outliers, you put them in order from least to greatest, and then pick out any numbers that don't fit. So if we take our win totals here, well, we have 40, 40, 40, 41, 43, 44, 49, and then we have this 15. Well, 15 is a long way away from the rest of the totals. So we'd say 15 is an outlier because it doesn't fit the data. Now, again, we take our point totals. We have 40, 40, 40, 41, 43, 44, and 49, and they're all really close to each other. So if there's nothing that really stands out, it's not really far away, then don't call it an outlier. Only call it an outlier if it's very, very obvious that it's way away from everything else. So in this one, we'd say there's no outliers. So even though 49 is a little further away than the rest of these from each other, it's not that far away. So we'll go ahead and keep it and call it not an outlier. Now there's a video here for you to watch on how you can check your work when working with mean, median, and mode using SymbolLab. So go ahead and watch that video now. Let's take a look now at how we can use SymbolLab to check our work when dealing with mean, median, and mode. So let's say we're given a data set and we want to find the mean. Well, we're going to go to SymbolLab, and then we're going to go to the mean, median, mode calculator. And then we're going to type in what we want. Let's say we want the mean. So we type in mean, and then we just start typing our data set. 1, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. So let's say that's our data set. We go ahead and click go. It tells us now exactly what our mean is. Our mean for this set would be 5.125. And it shows us exactly how to get there. So how it added them all up, they added up to be 41. We divided it by the 8 number of terms in the set, and when we did that, we got 5.125. So that's how you find the mean. Let's say we want the median of that set. We change this to say median. We go ahead and click go, and it tells us that the median is 5. And it arranged it from least to greatest here, and shows us where it would be. It would be between 4 and 6, which is 5. Now let's say we wanted the mode. We go ahead and change this to say mode. Click go. And it tells us that the mode is 1 because that is the one that appears the most often. And it shows us the counts here. So 1 appears twice, all the others appear once. So this is how you can use Symbolab to check your work when trying to find the mean, median, and mode of a set of data. Let's take a look now at the mean, median, and mode assignment. The assignment begins with the learning goals and success criteria. If we scroll down, we can see the questions. The first one says, given this set of data, what is the mean of this set? So we would add all these up. 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And when we add them all together, we get 35. And then we're going to divide it by the number of values that are in this set of data. And there's 15 numbers here. So we're going to divide 35 by 15. And when we do that, we get 2.33. So we'll go ahead and mark that as our answer. Then we'll go ahead and scroll down. The next one says, what is the median of this set? So we're going to start canceling stuff out. So we cancel out the 5 and the 1 and the 4, then the 1 and the 3, then a 2 and a 3, a 2 and a 3, and all the rest that's left is 2s. So we know the median's then going to be 2. So we'll go ahead and answer each of these questions until we get to the end of the assignment. Once you get to the end of the assignment, go ahead and click Next. This will take you to your Before You Go. Go ahead and fill out your Before You Go and then submit your work on Google Classroom.